think it has something to do with the fact that I put up notifications
Yes.
on Twitch. Excuse me. You can look for me there as Artist Poet also. This is Hako, and you're watching Spinfoil TV, and yeah, there's no big surprise on that. And they very, very lightly said that hunters are going to have a handicap because there are so many more hunters in the game than there are titans and warlocks. I hope this really does prove the point that I've been trying to make along with a few others, that it's not a population thing, it's a performance thing. Hunters really do underperform in this game, and they have been doing so in spite of the singular shenanigans that PvPers, mind you, PvPers complain about. There's really, I mean, I don't know why hunters kept getting a nerf here and there. I mean, yeah, we got some nice little kicks in our gunslinger class. You know, the weighted throwing knife, is a really nice little fun thing to do. But considering how long it takes for that melee to wind up, and the fact that it doesn't activate, it doesn't even charge your close. I mean, okay, here you have to be about this far away for any of the throwing knives to work. If you're even this close, you lunge in with an uncharged melee. If I was a Titan or a Warlock with any of my other melees,
now after all,
it would be a charged melee no matter where I was. I could be back this far for Warlocks, this close for Titans, this close for Warlocks and Titans, and every single one of my punches would be a charged melee. Where the Hunter, I need to be at least this far back for all of my melees except for the arc ones. Okay? Except for the arc ones. I can be up close like this with the arc ones. That puts me to just one subclass tree. No, one subclass, not one tree. That puts me into just one subclass worth of close combat. And when you're playing Crucible, you know, as a hunter, you are forced to play downrange. You really, this is about the closest you ever want to start a fight as a hunter. And this is the closest you ever want to end a fight as a hunter. Unless you're running with a shotgun and invisibility spam, which is the one thing that everybody else complains about, including other hunters. Yes, invisibility spam is annoying, but it is not unbreakable. It is totally not pushed. It is, you know, I used to shoot hunters out of their invisidodge constantly. Not to mention, it's got the most horrendously loud map-wide audio cue. I kid you not. In fact, this afternoon I'm going to talk to some of my friends to go into a private match with me on one of the larger maps available, which is Exodus Blue, and of course the Twilight Gaps. And I'm going to have them go all the way to one side of the map, and I'm going to go to the other side of the map as far apart as what possibly can. And I'm going to go into invisibility, and I'm going to have them tell me when they can hear me. And I'm going to keep creeping up, and you're going to notice it doesn't matter where you are on the map as a hunter. If you go into invisibility, yeah, whoosh, it's all over the fucking place. Everybody instantly knows there's a stalking hunter. As soon as my crew wakes their ass up, because quarantine has fucked everybody's sleeping schedules royally. But I'm sorry, I'm ranting a little bit here. So yeah, Guardians Games is doing exactly what I wanted it to do, and that's to bring a light to not who's the best, but who really needs some balancing. And that's good. You know, that's a good thing. I'm actually enjoying myself with Guardian Games. It's a lot of fun. I am a task-driven player. I love to have objectives, and I love to have pursuits, as much as I can call them. I'm not a trophy hunter, though. I'm not a triumph collector. Oh, this is... Yay!
Why not?
I got gunsmith materials and some glimmer. Nice. So, yeah.
This is exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I know, Ava. I know. Secretly, you're a guardian, you're a light bearer, but you're hiding it. I know you are.
Of my new space.
I read your lore tabs.
I'm still decorating.
You're a light bearer also. You're going to be around with us for quite a long time. Where do you hide your ghost, by the way, Ava? Where's your ghost? Is she down here under the table, or is she off hanging out in the tea gardens with Lewis? By the way, Lewis is Hawthorne's ghost. And you can also say that, for that matter, if you want to draw that relationship, every single one of our pets is our ghost. It's our companion. It's our little conscience, our reminder of the magic and mystery and wonder of our world. And I know a lot of people really love their pets. They call them, their kids, quote unquote. That's okay. I'm not going to judge you for I'm not going to judge you for that. But they're a I like to see companions, animal companions, as our interpreters between us and nature, and and they're a prime example of that. We are who we associate with. They are who we are who we build around us. And that's why it's important that if you have somebody in your life who is struggling,
go ahead. Peruse what we have to offer.
Try to help them out as much as you can, but not to the point where it hurts you. That's the real key here. Don't try to overdo it, because to quote a little bit of scripture. Well, not really scripture, but it's kind of based on scripture. It's hand a man a fish and he eats for the day. Teach a man to fish and he can feed his family. We need to educate. We need to enlighten. We need to share knowledge as much as we possibly can. And I think a lot of the reasons that's why I do what I do. I mean, I prattle and I ramble and I shove my opinion out there in the open. For the most part, I don't really have an interest in, whether or not you accept it, but I do have an interest on how you react to it. Does that make sense? I'm okay with the fact that you might not agree with what I say, but I'd like to know that. I'd like to know why that also, and not be like, I'm not looking for a troll war or a flame fight. I'm looking for someone with, a very, very concise and clear point as to why they think my opinion needs to be adjusted a little bit, because I don't believe any opinion is wrong. You can't say something that is subjective to be wrong. If you have facts, if you're expressing a fact, if you're basing your opinion upon what you assume to be a fact, that could be an objectively correct opinion. However, your facts may be skewed and may not be seen properly or may not be applied properly. You may be taking facts that are only slightly related to your opinion and using them to support your opinion. And that's what politics does. So be careful. Don't just jump on any comment or headline you see immediately and start thinking this is going to happen, this is the way it is, and oh my God, then start spiraling down that pit. Read a few other publications. Look at a couple other sources. In fact, look into places sources that you wouldn't normally accept. Like let's say you believe in one thing very, very strongly, economically speaking, and you read about something that's kind of alarming to you, and there's comments already that are just exploding all over the place. Now go to look to a source that is not so economically angled in your favor and read their comments. And somewhere between the two, you'll find the middle, hopefully, with some analysis. And then from the middle, walk out and branch to find somebody who kind of feels the same way about that. That triangulation is a good place to start. It's not always going to be the cleanest place to be. It's not always going to be the most stable place to be. But it's going to be where you can find a good place to form a truly unbiased, objective opinion. Because opinions are subjective. And as my dad used to say, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and they're almost always full of hot air and shit. I have a few assholes in my life, but I love them. Yeah. Anyway, so that being said, stay safe, have fun, play the games. Don't get so bought into the partisanship of the Guardian games. Understand that. I believe, honestly, my theory is that at its core, the Guardian games is a way to show Bungie what the meta is doing right now and how is it standing. And I'm not going to be surprised if I see some major retoolings and adjustments, which is redundant statement there, further down the road. But anyway, that's all I'm going to do for right now. I'm going to go play some games. You guys have fun and stay safe.